Hi, welcome back to John's Random Reviews. Look at this here. Look at this. This isn't a bit of metal or a bit of pipe, this is a bit of wood. Oh my god, it's another video about wood fuckers. Oh my god, why do I do it? I'm doing it because I've got a special tool for wood fuckers. Now then, if you've got two bits of wood like this, let's say you've got two bits of wood, anyone would say, yeah, to get them two bits of wood together, you need a nail. And this thing, it's called a hammer. It's called a hammer. Now, back in the day, joiners used to use these for putting two bits of wood together. It's a hammer. You don't need anything else apart from a hammer. But oh no, bloody joiners, they don't know. It's too much like hard work putting. That's hard work. So what they invented, excuse me, is this machine. This is called a brad nailer. Now, full disclosure, this is an old tool. This is from actually 2011. This is a Makita BTP. Come in a little bit. We'll do the thing. Makita BPT 351 brad nailer. So, LXT came out in, let's say, 2006. So this is quite a new sort of tool at the time. And it was designed so the wood fuckers didn't have to use the hammer. Oh, it's hard. I can't use the hammer. It's too hard. So, Makita very kindly invented this fantastic machine. Now, what it is, come in a little bit. What it is, let's look at the details. It's got this little cartridge arrangement here, and this is a carrier for the little brads. And we'll take them out there. So these are tiny nails. This is a nail, and this is a tiny nail, but I think these are called brads. What the crack is with these, a nail has generally got a head. Hang on, let me just, can you see that? Got a head. But these little brads, they're just like, they've got no heads to them. And what they do is they get driven in. They get driven in by a pin. So we'll put that back in there. So this very, very interesting machine will drive in brads. A brad's a nail. Of nail lengths 18mm, 25mm, 30mm, and 35mm. But to be honest with you, who gives a fuck? It's a machine I'm never gonna fucking use. So who gives a fuck about what it does? Why have I got this machine? Well, I'll tell you what it is. I bought this off Facebook Marketplace, and a gentleman had this, and this screw had come out, and all the fancy elements of this had come flying out the back, and it's very complicated. Up in here, if you're looking up in here, it's got all sorts of like metal sort of struts and springs, and it took me ages. As you know, I'm not the sharpest tool in the box, but I'm a bit sharper than a wood fucker. Anyway, so what happens, how does it work? Well, the motor's here, come in a little bit. The motor's here, and that drives a series of cogs and cams and gear reductions. And what it does, there's a big, really, really hardcore spring in here, and it pulls the spring tight in here. And then when it gets to a certain point, the spring sort of catches on to a pin. And then the pin gets driven down here, through here, and out that end there. It just finishes there. But before it goes to the end, it catches the pin. It hits the back of the pin, and then it drives the pin into the material. And then with this being spring loaded, it moves this cassette with the pins in to the next, so it can drive the next one in. So that might seem really complicated, but I'm not, like I said, it's not my cup of tea with this kind of thing. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to give this as a birthday present to one of my best friends, Andrew. So this is what I'm doing with this. I've fixed it, and we're going to give it as a birthday present. Hang on, let me just show you what crack is. I've got this lovely old Makita box here. Look at this. This is what Makita used to be called on the, come in a little bit, Makita Electrical Works. This was an old metal box where you'd get a drill like this kind of drill, or maybe not. Yeah, it would. Maybe the drill like this would fit in this box. So what I've done is I've made some cushioning for it. And then, look at that. What a Bobby Dazzler. Look at that. Look at that. That sits in there like that. He's going to be stoked, well, hopefully. But, okay. The elephant in the room. Oh my God. Makita get absolutely slagged off for these. Well, they've done this one, and they've done a few, like 2 or 3 different models, updated versions of this, and I think they've done a bigger one, and they've done I think they've done like a gas powered one. I'm not sure, but they constantly get slagged off. I mean, I've never seen really a good word to say about. No one hardly buys Makita nail guns or brad nailers or whatever, because apparently they have a tendency to jam in this head all the time, and people get frustrated. So a lot of the people who have joiners who have these kind of tools, they generally go for more like a Paslo. Paslo are big on nail guns and stuff like that, and all the other brands, don't get me wrong, do these tools, like Milwaukee and DeWalt and everybody. But Makita is right down the bottom about customer satisfaction with these tools. Anyway, enough waffle. Let's say we've already done it properly with a hammer. We've put a nail in. But let's say we take that off there, and we want to, this is a little bit of trim, and we want to fasten that on there. So what you do, you see this is the trigger here, and it's a safety here. You can't press it unless you release this little lever like that, and then when the lever clicks on, you can see it's got a light on it, which is pretty good. And then what you do, come in a little bit, you press the sort of safety bit down, hold the head on there, and then you'll be able to hear it working. There. You can see the... Oh, I think it's faulty actually, to tell the truth, because it should be... You could catch your finger on there. Let's have another go. Oh, that's pretty good. As you can see, it puts a little indent in there, and I think you can get a little bumper bit that goes on, that protects the wood. So for little trim work like that, well, yeah, I guess, oh, fuck knows how it works. Perhaps you do it at an angle, like that. Oh, that's a bit better. You do it at an angle. Like I said, I'm not a joiner. I just wanted to show you this tool, this Makita wood fuckery tool that I've never seen one before, and I'm never going to fucking use because I'm not interested. But I've got a joiner friend called Andrew. Remember, Andrew, it's his birthday. Remember, it's Andrew's birthday. He's 60, and I'm giving this as a present. So hopefully he'll use it or not use it, or maybe he'll just give it a good test. But there we go. Anyway, another fantastic review from John's Random Reviews. What do we say? Random is rad. Rock on.